Thank you very much. Thank you.
Since January 29th, we have now repatriated over 50,000 United States citizens back to their homes from more than 90 countries, more than 490 flights back to the United States from all across the world. This worldwide scale of our repatriation efforts is without parallel in our lifetime.
Beginning in May, we'll be receiving almost 300 million new face masks. Today, 750,000 new protective gowns landed in Dallas, Texas. 10 drugs are now in clinical trials, and my administration is taking unprecedented actions to make new therapies and treatments available without delay.
So far, we're working with more than 3,600 lenders across the country, and we've dispersed more than $98 billion in forgivable loans. Now, these are loans that if small businesses accept this money and use it to keep people on their payroll over the next 2 months, they'll be completely forgiven. We do have currently more than 8,000 ventilators in our strategic national stockpile and distributed more to the Navajo Nation and to Colorado today. The first delivery of newly manufactured ventilators from General Electric and Hamilton arrived at the strategic national stockpile, and as the President said, we'll be adding newly manufactured ventilators to our resources to be available as the coronavirus epidemic reaches critical communities around the country.
So in the New York metro area, which includes obviously northern New Jersey, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, there are still 11,000 new cases per day, and their positivity rate on their testing is still in the 40% plus range. New Orleans metro area, 800 new cases per day, but a seropositivity rate on their testing of 28%. Detroit metro area, 1,400 cases per day, 26% positivity. Chicago, 1,200 cases per day, and 18%. Boston, 18% positivity, 1,100 cases per day. Denver has fallen to 180 cases per day, but still has 15% seropositivity in their testing. California and Washington have stayed stable at about Seattle, 350 cases per day. On the LA metro area, 800 cases per day, but their test positive rates are remaining in the 9% range. Those pre-existing conditions we know now include asthma. So asthma, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, any of these conditions, renal disease, no matter what age, please make sure you're following the guidelines to protect those individuals in your household. We know they're more susceptible to a worse outcome. We don't think that anyone's more susceptible to getting infected. I want to make sure that everyone understands everybody is susceptible to getting infected.
We know now for sure that the mitigation that we have been doing is having a positive effect, but you don't see it until weeks later. I say that, but I drop back a bit. Don't get complacent about that, because what's going to happen 2.5 weeks from now is really what's going to happen with regard to the people who are getting new infection. As Dr. Berg said, everybody is almost certainly as susceptible as anybody else to getting infected. It's what happens to you after you get infected.
We've made it very clear, I think, every time I've been up here about the comorbidities. And so most of the people, and we talked about the Italy data, the majority of the Italians who succumbed to this had 3 or more comorbidities. So this has been known from the beginning. So those individuals will have an underlying condition, but that underlying condition did not cause their acute death when it's related to a COVID infection.
Having been through other serious issues, particularly the very painful early years of HIV, AIDS, when people talk about conspiracy theories. You will always have conspiracy theories when you have very challenging public health crises. They are nothing but distractions. You know, I can assure you we have so much to do to protect the health and the welfare of the American people that I would just hope we just put those conspiracy stuff and let somebody write a book about it later on, but not now.